Tonight on CTV News at 11:30. A French River family is rebuilding after losing their home in a house fire.
They were just about finished this house. It was almost done, and then the neighbors caught fire.
It's the second time they've lost their home to a fire in as many years. Plus saying no to Bill 33.
We are collectively saying to Doug Ford and the Minister of Education, fund our schools.
Picketers and protesters gather in front of the Rainbow District School Board to send a message. And there were Caped Crusaders hanging off Sudbury's hospital today.
I get the satisfaction of being that hero that everyone loves.
Sudbury police donned capes to raise funds and put a few smiles on some little patients.
CTV News at 11:30 with Ian Campbell and Rick Wyman with weather.
Well, good evening. Thanks for staying up with us. A French River family must rebuild yet again after another devastating fire, the second in as many years. CTV's Angela Campbell starts us off tonight.
The windows were just about to get put up. They were finishing up the windows, finishing the siding.
This charred debris is all that's left of the Lacombe family home in Albin.
They were just about finished this house. It was almost done, and then the neighbors caught fire due to an electrical fire as well, and it spread across the yard, and they weren't home, and it burnt down this house right before it was finished.
Jake Lacombe and his family weren't living in the newly built home when it caught on fire on Monday. That's because they were still rebuilding after their first house was destroyed by another electrical fire 2 years ago. 2 fires in as many years.
It came onto our side and burnt the whole place down. So all the work that me and my wife had put in, all of our money, all of our life savings, everything.
Lacombe says they had insurance on the original house, but couldn't afford the steep rate hike as they slowly rebuilt on the same site.
Right now, we're not sure what we can do because, you know what I mean, we don't have the money to rebuild it or anything, so we're just in shambles right now. We're not sure what's going to happen yet.
A GoFundMe page has since raised almost $10,000 to help the family get back on its feet.
With not having the insurance on top of that, any help helps them right now, so we wanted to try and we know the community likes to help.
Fire officials say the cause is still undetermined. The family plans to rebuild and says the support from the community has been welcomed. Angela Campbell, CTV News, Albin.
Provincial Police and the Anishinaabe Police Service issued a shelter-in-place order for the Ginugaming First Nation early this morning, and at this hour it remains in effect. Police are searching for 2 armed suspects in the First Nation located between Geraldton and Hearst. They're described as 2 black males. The taller of the 2 is wearing a gray jogging suit and has braided hair. The shorter man is said to be wearing black pants and black shoes. Police say drivers on Highway 11 should not pick up hitchhikers and avoid making unnecessary stops in the area. All schools in Long Lac and Long Lake First Nation will remain closed tomorrow, along with the Long Lac campus of Confederation College. North Bay police have arrested a 55-year-old woman in connection with a stabbing last Saturday. Around 2 in the afternoon, the victim and the accused were having an argument when the accused allegedly pulled a knife and stabbed the victim in the arm multiple times. She's now facing multiple charges, including assault with a weapon. A scary incident took place this morning in Sault Ste. Marie, where for multiple hours a young student went missing from their school. It happened at Holy Cross Elementary School in the city's East End. A 12-year-old student had been reported missing and was last seen at 9 a.m. Texas Avenue and area saw a heavy police presence as officers with patrol services as well as the emergency services unit combed the area. Around 1 p.m. the Sioux Police Service confirmed the young person had been safely located. A North Bay man is facing multiple charges following a human trafficking investigation that began in Barrie last November. This is 33-year-old Marquise Clark. He was taken into custody yesterday. Firearms, drugs, and money were seized during the arrest. Police believe there may be more victims and are urging them to come forward. A 16-year-old has been charged with assault after an altercation at a Sault Ste. Marie high school. Police say the accused punched another youth multiple times. The victim was taken to hospital with serious physical injuries. The altercation took place just 2 weeks into the school year. We've got more on this story at CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. A rally was held outside the Rainbow District School Board office in Sudbury today, asking the province to say no to Bill 33 and policing in schools. CTV's Lindsay Alick reports.
Policing has harmful impacts on students.
Policing Free Schools, in partnership with Black Lives Matter Sudbury, held a campaign tour stop outside the Rainbow District School Board office. More than 30 people attended to send a clear message to the provincial government.
We are collectively saying to Doug Ford and the Minister of Education, fund our schools, fund our communities, not policing in schools.
Also in attendance was Nickel Belt MPP France Gélina, who shared her concerns about a controversial bill.
Bill 33 means that they wouldn't be school boards anymore. It would be the government would pick somebody in Toronto in charge of schools in Northern Ontario. That makes no sense. Bill 33 means that a police officer would be in every single one of our schools.
While officials at Rainbow District School Board would not comment on the rally itself, they did provide a statement about the successful partnership between the board and the Greater Sudbury Police Service. It reads in part, while there are different models across the province, locally, school resource officers play a positive and proactive role. They are not policing in our schools. They are building respectful relationships within the school community. They are a familiar face that students and staff go to for support, resources, and guidance. Early connection with young people benefits schools and the communities that they serve. A GSPS spokesperson says at the request of all 4 school boards locally, the service maintains a consistent presence in schools with 2 school resource officers and 2 community safety personnel serving 84 elementary and secondary schools in the area. Policing Free Schools will continue its provincial campaign in Simcoe County on Thursday and other stops next week, culminating in a province-wide rally at Queen's Park on October 20th, the first day the legislature returns. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Sudbury.
The leader of Ontario's New Democrats continued her stop in Sault Ste. Marie today, speaking with more unions, adding in a visit to a local social service organization. Marit Stiles got put to work at the Sault Ste. Marie Soup Kitchen earlier today. The visit comes as the NDP leader says she wanted to go places where she could talk to residents and hear from those who may be struggling. Stiles says people have told her that workplace health and safety are top of mind in the Sioux, as are further supports for Algoma steel workers.
They've been very clear about what they need it in the community and at Algoma Steel, but across Sault Ste. Marie. And the government has not stepped up. We have made it very clear. They have made it very clear. The government is not listening to workers.
We need to get ahead of what's happening in Sault Ste. Marie. We know that we have layoffs coming at the steel plant, that Mike DePratt has been very open about those conversations. And we know what the impact of layoffs at the steel plant have on the community. We've been through this before. So why are we always behind the 8 ball?
Stiles adds her party is going to bring forward pro-worker legislation aimed at aligning government investment with jobs for Ontarians, in addition to increasing education and training. Timmins transit workers have been on strike for 2 weeks, and today CTV learned they'll resume negotiations with the city Friday. 39 members of Canadian Union of Public Employees Local 1544 are picketing in front of the Timmins Transit Station and City Hall. They say they're on strike in support of 3 service workers who help maintain the buses, terminal, and shelters.
We're actually going back to the table on Friday, and we're hoping to settle it then. Vote Saturday and back to work on Sunday is what we're hoping for. We are a strong union, and 3 people being left behind is really not fair. Every department within the city has a purpose, and our service people, without them, it would not run smoothly transit.
The strike has had an impact on those who rely on the service. Meanwhile, QP officials say Timmins transit workers have been among the lowest paid in the province, and frustration has been building for years. The skies over Sudbury's Health Sciences North were filled with Caped Crusaders this evening as a beloved fundraiser made its triumphant return. The Superheroes for Little Heroes event raises funds for pediatric care and brings joy to even the littlest of patients. CTV's Amanda Hicks reports.
It's not a bird, it's not a plane, but it is for a good cause. Making its high-flying return is Superheroes for Little Heroes, where a large crowd gathered hoping to catch a glimpse of their favorite Caped Crusader.
I was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man or Wonder Woman?
Spider-Man.
I like the Superman. Superhero, what do you like? Spider-Man? Lots of them? Lots of them.
Behind the masks are Sudbury police officers who trade their tactical gear for capes. Their mission is to repel the side of Health Sciences North to bring joy to the crowd outside and the children inside the hospital who are fighting battles of their own.
I get the satisfaction of being that hero that everyone loves going down on ropes. So it's an honor to take that kind of superhero picture that kids look up to.
I think everybody is super in their own way. And I think no matter what challenges our youth are facing today, they have super amazing qualities, and we need to celebrate that with our youth as well as with our adults.
And it wasn't just two-legged heroes taking part. For the first time, a member of the K-9 unit participated with help from his handler. While the event is meant to bring the community together, it also doubles as a fundraiser in support of pediatric care.
The money is going to some priority items and equipment that will help keep kids closer to home, because that is our priority here, is to make sure that kids aren't traveling down when they're unwell and staying here close in the community.
We often say, you know, you need to see beyond the uniform, see us as humans that live in this community, and we're looking to build relationships not only with the community but with our youth.
The Superheroes for Little Heroes event have been grounded since 2019 due to the pandemic, and what a comeback this year was with its highest turnout yet. Organizers say they already have a big surprise in store for next year. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
Did you see how Spider-Man was hanging upside down? Way to go, Sudbury Police. How cool. Time now for a short break here on CTV News. Coming up, Rick, we'll have your full weather forecast. For now, look at the current conditions, and we have some very cold weather outside going on right now. -2 right now in Chapleau, 6 in Elliott Lake, just about everywhere in between. We've got a little bit of cloud covering around Sudbury, North Bay, and Parry Sound. We'll have details coming up in a moment.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Days away from the start of the long weekend, and we've got some cool weather tonight. Overnight, it will warm up, but we also have some precipitation in the forecast. As you can see, no visible signs for tomorrow. Loads of sunshine across northeastern Ontario. Then by Friday, we've got a hint of what's to come this weekend, perhaps Friday and Saturday, and even on holiday Monday. Now those numbers on the 7-day forecast. Sudbury Nickel Belt, sunshine tomorrow at 12, chance of showers Friday, Saturday at 60 and 30%. Your highs 16 and 18, 19 Sunday. And of course, Monday, chance of showers at 17. That's above normal for this time of the year. And the normal has dropped down to only 11. Meanwhile, in Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, mainly sunny tomorrow, 16. Chance of showers again, just like Sudbury, Friday and Saturday, 60 and 30%. Sunday, 19. Nice day there with the sunshine. Monday, we've got rain in the forecast, 30 to 40% chance of rain. And Tuesday, more shower activity at 30% with a high of 14. In the Timmins Cochrane campus, casing sunshine and 13 tomorrow. Chance of showers on Friday at 30%, 17. 17 again on Saturday with the sunshine. Sunday, sunshine and 19. Holiday Monday, chance of showers, some sunny breaks, and again, your high of 19. Above normal for this time of the year, and even that normal for Timmins Cochrane campus casing, around 10 degrees. Temiskaming Shores, Kirkland Lake, sunshine tomorrow, 13. Chance of showers Friday and Saturday at 60 and 30%, 17 and 18. Your daytime highs. Sunday, sunshine and 19. Holiday Monday, here we go again. Chance of showers 30 to 40%, a daytime high of 18. And Tuesday, the showers will linger with a high of 14. And a look now at North Bay West Nipissing, sunshine tomorrow at 12. Chance of showers on Friday, 60%. Daytime high around 16. 19 Saturday, still with a chance of showers at 30%. And Sunday, loads of sunshine, 19. Pretty well a nice day across the Northeast. Monday, here we go with the chance of showers. That trend will continue into Tuesday. Chance of showers at 30%. So again, chance of showers for holiday Monday. Sorry about that, but it still stands at about 30% to 40%. So we're going to have to roll the dice on what happens in just a couple of days. The weekend is almost here, but we do have some sunshine in the forecast tomorrow. Ian, back to you.
Thanks so much, Rick. Well, Thanksgiving is this weekend, and many families are preparing big meals. But what about the less fortunate? Volunteers at the Soup Kitchen in North Bay are making sure they're not left out. CTV's Eric Tashner has more.
The kitchen is buzzing. Volunteers are preparing meals for about 200 people.
I'm chopping and peeling potatoes. It's going great so far.
We've got some ham, mashed potatoes, some roasted veggies, I think some carrots and turnips. We're going to be doing some stuffing and gravy, so all the fixings, and some pumpkin pie and whipped cream for dessert.
The Gathering Place holds a Thanksgiving lunch every year to help those in need. But last year, the organization was the one to fall on hard times. In 2024, meals were reduced to just one a day, and several staff members were let go.
We're in a better position this year than we were last year because we've cut the expenses a lot. We've cut where we could and made changes where we had to, and we're satisfied with what we've done.
The board admitted a major misstep was not paying remittance to Revenue Canada. The money owed was related to payroll, meaning the organization was withholding income tax from employees, but not sending it to the government.
We still owe the CRA some money, and we're trying to pay it down as quick as we can. But it's been difficult because when you lack money coming in, it's hard to put the money out the door.
While the financial issues have made their work harder, the Gathering Place is still making sure Thanksgathering takes place.
20% of our people are from the street. The other 80%, they have a place to put their head at night.
Just kind of supporting, volunteering whenever we can. There wasn't really a catalyst. They've always done amazing work in our community.
Meals will be served Friday from 11:30 to 1:30 with takeout options available. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
And speaking of the less fortunate, this was the scene outside École Secondaire Catholique Champlain tonight in the greater Sudbury community of Chelmsford. Approximately 65 students accompanied by staff members took part in the school's 15th annual Homeless for a Night initiative. It aims to give students a symbolic experience of some of the challenges faced by those experiencing homelessness. Students have only cardboard boxes and tarps for shelter.
Everyone deserves the basic human rights, so we took away a lot from them tonight. We took away their phones. We're limiting the amount of food they have access to, although nobody will go hungry. And we want them to know that life isn't always easy, that we can appreciate what we have, but to think of others that don't have everything that they need, basic human rights.
Well, this is my 4th year participating in this event, and I think it's a really good way to show the community that there's always change that needs to happen. And this activity isn't just to show people of the community, but it's also to show the students of the school that how lucky they are for what they have.
Money raised from the fundraiser will see the school purchase winter clothing for families in need. It will also support the Sudbury Infant Food Bank and Chelmsford Food Bank with non-perishables collected during the event. Well, it's Wednesday, and every Wednesday we take time to chat with a mayor from around our region in a segment we call the Mayor's Chair. And earlier tonight I had a chance to speak with the mayor of Duberville, Beverly Nantel, and got her thoughts on the recent situation facing forestry and question of funding for cap paper and cap escasing.
Forestry has always been our roots. You know, we've kind of shifted to minerals and gold, but forestry has always been our roots, and it's deeply, deeply concerning. And we've got residents here in Duberville that work at the sawmill in White River. Anything that happens that affects forestry affects the whole region.
We recently saw the boob bus take women for breast screening to Sault Ste. Marie, and I know this is a longer, complicated issue to explain, but it was to make up for the lack of town services Duberville once had, along with other areas like White River and other areas there. Are you hopeful, or are you still talking with Queen's Park? Any indication if you'll be able to get some of that more localized screening back?
Oh, we're still talking. Our ideal plan and goals would love to have the buses come back to our area. We lost them coming into our each individual community a few years ago. And, you know, it just provided that service for people, the elderly, people who don't have vehicles or can rely on family members to bring them. You know, we have to travel 3 hours from Duberville just to get to Sault Ste. Marie. The Boot Bus is a wonderful thing, but we still then have to travel to Wawa to get that, and our concerns as well.
Our thanks to Mayor Nantel. That full interview is up on our website at CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. Next week, we'll sit down with Chris Hope, the mayor of Burk's Falls. Well, there's more to come tonight on CTV News. For now, let's go to a live shot of the Sudbury Water Tower. This shot, courtesy of SWSC Entertainment, all lit up blue with the Toronto Blue Jays win tonight. They are now officially ALCS bound. Way to go. We'll be right back. Day 2 of the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League showcases come to an end, and it was an action-packed one to say the least, with a lot of big wins today. Starting with the Sioux Michigan Eagles, they're leaving Sudbury with a big 8-3 win over the Hearst Lumberjacks. The Sioux Thunderbirds also with a win today. They beat the Blind River Beavers 3-1. A goal in the third helped propel St. Andrews College to a 3-2 win over the Timmins Rock. The French River Rapids are heading home to Noelville with a 6-2 victory over Iroquois Falls under their belts. Espanola and Kirkland Lake had a close one, duking it out into the third, but the Gold Miners come out on top, winning 3-2. And Powassan shuts down the Sudbury Cubs with a 6-2 victory. The North Bay Humane Society has temporarily suspended its intake of stray dogs. This comes after the shelter's team returned from Thunder Bay with 20 puppies, some of which may have contracted canine parvovirus. The Humane Society is suspending intake as a precaution until further notice. Stray cats are still being accepted. A horse in the greater Sudbury area has contracted West Nile virus. The health unit says this is the third animal to contract the disease in the area. 2 crows also tested positive over the summer. The virus is transmitted through mosquitoes. Horses exhibit fever, muscle twitching, difficulty standing, and hypersensitivity to touch or sound as early symptoms of the virus. Ontario hospitals say they need an additional $1 billion this year to keep up with population growth and inflation. The Ontario Hospital Association says member facilities had a collective deficit of $360 million last year. The organization says the $1.1 billion the Ford government announced for hospitals in its spring budget is just half of what they need to address their financial and operational challenges. Finally for us tonight, mining giant Vale relaunched its annual aerial seeding program this week in the greater Sudbury community of Coniston. CTV's Madison Merrier reports.
This week, helicopters will be dropping seeds to regreen the area that was impacted by Coniston smelter emissions.
We understood that our operations in the mining industry has had an impact on the environment, and this is one of the ways that we've tried to correct that impact that we've had and to restore the land to the way it looked before the mining industry arrived in Sudbury.
The aerial seeding program was created by Vale in the early 90s in joint collaboration with the city of Greater Sudbury.
We actually worked hand in hand with the city of Greater Sudbury, and they undertake the second step, which is planting seedlings. So in year 1, we perform the aerial seeding program, and in year 2, they come in and plant seedlings, often grown here at our greenhouse facility in Coppercliff, out on those same areas.
One man, Mike Peters, has planted almost every seed in the greenhouse.
It's been a good year. We've grown approximately 200,000 seedlings. We donate half of those to the city for the regreening program, and then the other half Valley plants on their own property.
This year, Peters grew a variety of pine and spruce trees to create a diverse ecosystem, while planting trees that will thrive in the soil in winter conditions Sudbury has.
I think we're over 5 million that we've grown in this site, and the city, I think, has planted more different species also, ours included, up to over 11 million now. So it's made a big difference in the whole city of Sudbury.
This year, we're treating 100 hectares, And our records indicate that we've treated more than 4,400 hectares since the inception of the program.
The helicopters will be dropping a mixture of lime, grass seed, and fertilizer to prepare the lands for tree planting in the future. Madison Marier, CTV News, Sudbury.
That takes us to the end of our newscast this Wednesday night. For the latest news anytime, remember you can head to our website, CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. You can also download our CTV News app. Thanks for watching. Good night.